Hello, welcome to the Living in Liberty YouTube channel. My name is Elizabeth Echeverria. I'm the founder of Living in Liberty, a nonprofit in Pittsburgh that helps women transition out of a life of sex trafficking. And today we're going to talk about sex trafficked women and the vulnerabilities that may make them more at risk of being trafficked. It usually starts with being a young youth, teen. Average age of entry is 12 to 13, who's struggling with self-esteem issues and having trouble at home, puts them at great risk of being trafficked. While these aren't the only factors that contribute to them being vulnerable for being trafficked, it's important we as parents make sure to engage with our young girls, make them feel valued and important, and to connect with them. And this is often a challenge at this age because our youth are trying to begin to start separating and developing their own identities and connecting and building that relationship while their teens can often be difficult. It's important that whether they're connected with you as a parent or some other individual that is a positive influence and a strong support to them is important during this time in their life. There are other things that can also create vulnerabilities for being trafficked. One of them is substance abuse, and we continue to mention this, but substance abuse, whether it be drugs or alcohol, it puts them at risk for being exploited for trafficking, because if they need these substances and someone can provide them, then they will leverage this to their advantage so that they can exploit them, especially for sex trafficking. Not as common in labor trafficking, but very common in sex trafficking. Another risk factor is being homeless, a homeless youth. There's a statistic that says within 48 hours, a trafficker will approach a homeless or runaway youth. So they know where these runaways go, they know exactly where to go look and find them, and they know what to provide them. They provide them with housing and food, a safe, secure place, or what they think is a safe and secure place, make them feel safe and secure, build that trust, and then turn around and exploit them for providing these things. And whether it's to provide them with sex or to sell them and full on sex traffic them to other individuals is part of this process. Another thing that puts individuals at risk is a recent move, whether it be to another city, state, or often very common from another country, because the disadvantage of not speaking the language, having no papers, maybe moving illegally, being an illegal immigrant, puts you at greater risk of being exploited, because you have need of a job, you have need of food, you have need of housing, and if you're here illegally without papers, often they feel uncomfortable approaching authorities because they feel like they're going to get in trouble or maybe deported back, and so individuals take advantage of that and exploit them, whether it be for labor or sex trafficking is very common in these situations. Then those with mental health challenge are also at risk of being trafficked. It's one of the greatest risk factors for being trafficked. Whether it starts with this depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, low confidence, to more extreme things such as schizophrenia or other mental health situations that can be exploited and take advantage of. Maybe someone doesn't have the cognitive ability to say no or comprehend what's being done to them or express what's being done to them, puts them at risk of being exploited. For those feeling the need to belong, aren't feeling connected, puts them at risk in this mental health category of being exploited. So all of these factors can contribute to someone being vulnerable to being trafficked. And the best way we can help individuals to prevent them from being trafficked is to build that community around them and to build supports around them. but each one has its own individual things that you can do to reduce the vulnerability in that area. I hope you learned something today. If you could like, subscribe, and share this video and the Living in Liberty YouTube channel, that would be just great and would help Living in Liberty tremendously. I thank you so much for watching today, and I look forward to connecting next week. Have a great day.